Alright, it's absolutely gorgeous outside. So it's super bright where the window is, so I made up this background here with some grocery store boxes and a dog towel, old towels that we keep for the pets. Hopefully this is okay. It looks like it's above the box, but it's like 4 inches shorter. It's just the camera angle. But this is one of the jades that Nigel sent me that came from Connor's tree. I just love it. But it needs a trim. Definitely needs a trim. I try to turn it best I can so it doesn't just grow one direction, but it's just growing one direction. It turns pretty quickly. So, I won't use those yet. I think I'll just use these. I still haven't found my other ones. Still just these ones. Hopefully you got everything in the frame here. Oh yeah. Okie dokie. So I guess I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. So I kept this back branch here. Let's see if I can get you guys a bit closer. Well, that's a tiny bit better, I guess, see? So this bottom branch here, I kept that because I liked having the foliage out the back there. So I'm still going to hang on to it, but it needs to be trimmed back. You can see it's quite large, or tall, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to take it back. Some of them I'll take off, some of them I'll just take back to the first 2 or 4 little leaves, leaving room for dieback. So, might be a good amount taken off, we'll see. I'll add them to my cutting pile. This one splits into 3 here, so there's a branch off to the side, there's this one coming up, and this one off to this side. This one is at a weird angle and interfering with the other branches, so I'm going to take that one right off. That's a little better, and then I'll bring this one back. Oop, brought that one back a little too close, but that's okay. Even if it goes back to the next leaves, it's fine. So we'll go to this side, and it's a nice thick branch. Lots of aerial roots coming off of these guys. There's a nice branch coming out this way, and there's a branch that's hugging this other thick trunk here. I'm going to take that one right off, if I can get in there. There's a lot of leaves in here. Take some off. And this little leaf can come off. There we go. Just like that. Oh, looks like it was a cut point before, and the cut came out with 2, which is what you want, but unfortunately it was wrapping around, so. And I'll take this one back to these 2 leaves. And we go up. So there's one back here that's It splits into two there really nicely, where I guess Connor had cut it previously, but I want to open this up a little bit maybe. Let's see what it looks like from the front. I don't know if I can get this one to grow back the other way. That's kind of more what I want. I think if I take it, so this is the front here, I think if I take this one completely off, I think it'll leave it too bare, with everything else hiding behind the other branches. So I'm just going to bring it back to, there's one leaf here coming in between, and one leaf sticking out backwards. I'm just going to take that branch right off and let this little one take over. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I think that would be a better idea, because in the long run, I think this one will interfere too much. So I'm going to take this one off and let this one grow up and fill that space later. These guys grow really fast. I'm sure it won't take long. There, decision made. And this very last branch back here goes up and splits into two very nicely, but again, it's too close to the trunk, so I'm going to take the back one off. And I'll bring this one back to these two here. I think that'll be alright. And that should grow back out fairly quickly. I'm just having a look from the front here. Just gonna clean up this wound. There we go. So we missed our eagle. Eventually I want this eagle up at the top. That's what I'm aiming for. Now this trunk here grew this little branch out, but the branch isn't on there. I don't know if I can show you guys that. I'm not sure why it grew like that. But if you look where the branch joins, it's not like part of the tree. There were a few other branches that grew like that originally too. And I know I should probably leave it so that this continues to live, but I'm not sure if it's drawing enough to get this to bud out somewhere else. I'm not sure. So we'll see. I'll leave it for now, and we'll see what happens. I don't see any other buds on here anywhere. Hopefully trimming everything else back will spur something out of here, because it'd be a shame to lose this branch. And that's not on too tight at all. It's like just one little vein holding it on there. So that's the bottom part of the tree done. We'll move up into the canopy here. Try not to blind you with the light from the window. So we'll start with, so this is the front of the tree. We'll start with this branch here, going from the outside in. And this branch has a really neat way it comes down and then curves back up. It splits into two. I think it's just growing to the window because this leaf is interfering. I'll just break that off. And I think I'm going to have to cut it back so that to get it growing back this way again, because it's a really nice little branch. So I'll cut it back out here. And this one splits into two there. And splits into two up there. So it's got a lot of branching off the end. But I think I'm going to bring it back all the way to the first two leaves here, right there. Just like that. So if we follow this one up even farther, we'll head out this way. And this one here just needs a trim back. And we'll see if we can get some side-to-side growth there. Take off some of these dead leaves. And this one, what's going on back here? Oh, it splits into two there. And it's actually a really nice split. I like that split. Try and keep that. So I want it to split a little farther up here. And this one, I'll just take the growing tip off of, because that's actually really nice there. I know, can't really tell I did anything there. So, this one comes up here and splits into two, which is a very nice split once again. So I'll bring it back to side-to-side branches, and same with this one. Bring it back to some side-to-side branches. But where? Should I go all the way back? There's a bud starting there. Yeah. I think I'll go all the way back to there. And take off this leaf here. And I'll take off another, woo! I have to drop everything. Take off this leaf as well. That looks alright. And the back of this branch here also split into two where Connor cut it, or Nigel, or whoever cut it. Seem to like where they cut everything. So this one here, I'm going to go back to a front and back leaf here. And this one, going kind of inwards. I don't think I want that one at all. I'm going to cut this one completely off. Just like that. There, we got ourselves some negative space there. Or we will once we trim the top. Alright, upwards. I know this is long and straight. Something I'm sure will fill in there, and this stuff kind of offsets that once it goes in. So we'll follow this one up. You can see that on the camera. I'll try not to blind you, that's right. So we'll start with this one, which is the lowest one, and it goes all the way up back here and splits into two at the bottom. You can kind of see that, I guess. Splits into two from the same spot at the bottom, and then higher up here also splits into two at the same spot. I think I'll take off this one here on this side. I think I'll take that off completely. Right there. I know it looks there, but I'm not even sure I want this one. So we'll bring this back to side leaves. Should I bring it all the way back? No, I want a little bit of length there. Then we had a lot of leaves like this that are heart-shaped. I don't know if you can see that. Let's go up right here, right there. Oh, hard to tell on there. But this little heart-shaped leaf here, there was lots of them like that. It was really neat. And there we go. So if we continue up, we go to this straight up and down section, which normally we wouldn't leave something like that, but this is just the beginning. So this one comes out and it splits into three way up here, but I'm going to bring that way back. I'm going to bring it back to, looks like there's another branch starting here. I think I'll bring it back right to that, right there. Look at that, look at all the branching there. Okay, next runner up is this branch here that comes straight out. This one, there's three from the same spot on this one. So this straight up and down branch, I'm going to take that off. If I can get in there, let me turn it this way so I can get in there. That can come right off. And, interestingly enough, that's pretty cool. There's a leaf that decided to bud. So this little leaf here, I'm trying to get it to focus here. I'll zoom in a little bit. There. Oh, that's not focused. There we go. This leaf was hanging on there and decided to bud out on its own. It's got its own new little plant. That's hilarious. I guess we'll save that one. Alright, where were we? So we're out on this branch here. And we will bring this back. Probably to here. This one we'll bring back to maybe this leaf here. And there's some interesting growth over here. Looks like two from the same area. Maybe I do want something from there. I'll bring it back here. But this little inside bud here, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Yeah, this little inside one right here. We're going to take that right off. If we can. There we go. Yeah. And upwards we go to the last branch. So this one as well, it comes out and it splits into two. This one splits in, I like this branch even though it's straight up and down. This one here, we should, not quite sure what to do with that one. I like this branch. I'm not too fond of this one. So I think I'm going to take this bottom one off. Don't worry, lots more will grow if I'm making decisions in the wrong way or not the way that would look the greatest, but this is just the beginning of this one. And finally, the very last branch, which I think you guys have the top cut off of already. So I'll just bring that back to, has a really nice split at the top. Right here. Actually kind of nice little split at the top. But this is going haywire, just way high up there. Let's see if I can bring you guys down a little bit. Whoa! That's not down! So there's a branch poking straight out. There's one coming out to the side over here. And then there's that really nice split at the top, which I have to take off, unfortunately. So I think I'll take it off right to that branch right here that comes out. Just like that. Then that should straighten up there. And there's actually another branch coming out the back over here. Do I still have you focused on that, sort of, eh? So there's another branch right here. Hard to see. Oops. There, maybe that helps. So I'm going to cut, I might cut this large middle one out and let these two others actually take over. I think I'll do that. Just like that. And I think that does her this time, this round. So eventually, Mr. Eagle here will be probably up here. Maybe over here. I'm not sure where yet, but up here somewhere. Will he stay? Oh yeah, he'll stay. So he'll be way up there, way in the tree. Yep, still lots of work to do on it, but this is a really fantastic head start that Nigel and Connor gave me. I'm ever so appreciative of it. This thing is amazing. It looks a lot nicer in person than it does on camera here. Let me take you out of the holster here. And there's the eagle. Way up in the tree. I know the lighting's weird. So I got my little LED light on there. Look, Jay. I'm surrounded by carnage. So here's the back. There's that branch on the back. Oh, got another broken leaf there. So we'll pull it off. So that's about it. we'll just let this one grow out. And then we'll see where we can go from there. It's really weird. When I look through the camera at this branch here, it looks super long. But when I'm looking at the tree in person, it's not actually that long. I'm not sure why it does that on the camera. I just thought that was funny. Oops. Didn't mean to push that. No, that doesn't help either. Still looks super long. It really isn't. All right. Look at my cute little maple. Isn't that adorable? So cute. I'm glad it came back. It's getting its next little set of leaves now too. Well, that was a long trimming, longer than I thought, so I guess that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe out there.